Okay, so I think I'm live then. I must say right away, there's a lot of noise outside, so the dogs might actually go crazy, and I'll need to put them out.
So I think I'm live
turn
then.
my sound down. You think I'd have learned to turn the sound down by now, but there you go. Oh, dearie me. See if anyone comes in to chat. Doggies, come here. And we'll first of all talk about Celebrity Big Brother. Seen it last night. It's all over the newspapers this morning, what happened in Big Brother last night. And you know that I like to keep my channel family friendly, so I don't want to go into too much detail. But Sarah and Chad, this whole Sarah and Chad romance has been going on. And in the beginning, Sarah was calling Gemma names and saying, well, at least you've not had sex, on a programme, on a TV programme, and called her all the horrible names under the sun. Well, last night, Sarah and Chad decided they were going to sleep in the same bed. And of course, in the Big Brother house, there's cameras everywhere, and they're night vision cameras, so you can see everything. So Chad was talking about things being hard and all the rest of it, and the covers were down, and Sarah just grabbed them down there, and you could see everything. You could see it all, and it's all over the newspapers this morning about it. And I feel sorry for her because she went in there to try and get a better reputation. And what's actually happened is she's went in there, and when she comes out, she's not going to, she's... I think at first she'll be popular because, like Loose Women, that's a programme over here, will want to do interviews with her, etc. Sarah and Chad. And Lisa, did you see it? I mean, I wasn't offended. My eyes were kind of popping out my head looking at it, but some people were really offended. I wasn't offended. I was just like, oh, here we go. That's a first. That is a first for Celebrity Big Brother. Now, people have went in the bathroom and you've heard noises like kissing and stuff, but you've never actually seen anything like that. And if any of you haven't seen it, I'm pretty sure you'll find it on YouTube or anywhere. Just type in Sarah and Chad and it'll come up. So it's going to be... it's really going to be interesting to see where this goes. But everybody in the house, apart from Chad, nominated Sarah. And she's really sad about that. But she's like two different people. In the daytime, she seems nice and you can have a conversation with her. And at night, she turns into something completely different. She turns Larry, as we would say in Scotland. She's a bit Larry at night. Hi, ASMR Machine, how are you? I'm drinking cola with my pineapple cup because I'm wearing a pineapple top. Accessorising. So, I'm really looking forward to seeing what's going to happen now. Diana, hiya. Hi, I didn't see the show, but read it from the news. It's all over the news. Now, don't judge me, but I've watched it again about 5 or 6 times because it's just like disbelief. Or maybe I'm just a dirty old woman, but I've watched it about 5 or 6 times now. I had to do my research for this. That's what it was. It was because I was doing research that I had to see it again. Let's just say we saw all of Chad. They were saying Sarah got Chad's eating 2 berries. Chad had a fight with him about eating meat. He was eating meat, and then they were saying Sarah found it. Sarah found it last night. So, I mean, my God, if you're going to grope somebody, make sure you're under the cover in the Big Brother house. Make sure. I don't think she realised that the cover was down. That's my phone, and it's a pest caller. These people that phone you for central heating and new kitchens and stuff, what happens is, as soon as it's finishes ringing, I block them. I know I watched it 3 times to realise that it actually happened. There you go, Diana. I was exactly the same. I watched it about 5 times. I'm not kidding. And I've told my mum about it. She'll probably watch it as well, just out of interest, you know. But I couldn't believe. I mean, honestly, if you're going to grope somebody, and apparently as well, Diana, on the news it said that we didn't see it on Big Brother last night, but you actually seen his pants coming out the bed. He actually must have took his pants off. So it's, you know, it's going to be interesting. But I wish Gemma would have known that, because she was calling Gemma all the names under the sun for having a relationship on camera, and she's just went and done it. And God knows what it's going to be like, her coming out of the house now, what people are going to say about her. I mean, even if she has really got strong feelings for the man, you just don't do that in public TV. You just, well, see, maybe I'm just an old git. Maybe that's it. I mean, I'm nearly 46. Maybe that is the normal thing to do nowadays. But in my day, you didn't do that. You done a bit of courting first. You know, you would court. I think you could be a very good candidate for the next Big Brother. Thank you, ASMR machine. I wouldn't be getting my leg over, MD, as we say in Scotland. That's not a Scottish phrase. I wouldn't be doing any of that, I can assure you. But then again, Sarah's probably said that before she went into the house. Maybe the house just makes you want to do these things. Maybe I'd be snogging. No, I wouldn't be snogging, I can assure you. I think I would be able to control myself, you know. And who was it that was talking? Was it Gemma that was in the kitchen, and she was talking to Helen about Derek and saying that she thinks Derek's got the biggest thing? She said because when they were doing that task and he was dressed up like a caveman or whatever it was, it must have been like what do you call that, spandex or something? That tight, tight trousers, let's say. And Gemma had been eyeing Derek's bits and bobs up. Oh, come on. You know, I wouldn't be eyeing Derek's. And Helen said, was it Brandy? It was Brandy. Thank you, Becca. It was Brandy that said that. Would you ever want to go in and see Big Brother live? I would love to, ASMR machine. But imagine saying that with Derek, and poor Helen. Poor Helen said that she can't look at Derek in the same way again. And I don't think I can. I think I'll try my best not to look at Derek down there. But now that she's pointed that out, it's going to just be curiosity. And I really don't want to see that, but I'll have to now. I'll need to do it. Poor Derek. Poor Helen. Derek's her friend, you know. I bet you she's had a sneaky look. I bet you she's had this sneaky look down. Oh my God. So now, who is it that's up for eviction? Right, Sarah's up, and if they only got one nomination, they were up. And this is the last week, so Chad's up, Sarah's up, Gemma's up, Helen's up again. Can't remember who else. Hold on, I've got my Big Brother thing here. Let's see if it tells us. Does it tell us? No. I don't know if... Oh, Sam is up, isn't he? Somebody voted for Sam. But Sandy that voted for Sam. And I love Sandy, and I'm wanting Sandy to win. I love Sandy. I think she's great. I'd love to spend time just with Sandy, just talking to her. I really would. Such a lovely lady. Oh, wait, I'll show you what I've got. And I've got this because I watch a... Oh, there's a fly. I watch a channel on YouTube called Shoot the Shit. And it's Pam and Rick, and they sit on their porch every night. And they just talk about things, and they seem really lovely people. And I was jealous because Rick's got one of these. And I had to get one. And I won't kill flies with it. It's for wasps. It's for blooming wasps. I can't stand wasps. I've got the most terrible phobia. And it's electricity that runs through it. And it just zaps them. But as I say, I'll not do it to flies or anything. It's just for wasps. Because I can't stand wasps. Wasps are evil. So I saw Pam and Rick had one of them. They sit on their porch at night. And I thought I need to get one of the bug zappers. So it sits here. If any dare to come in, we get it. So, Big Brother. Let me think, what else is it they're doing? Oh, no, I've not seen anything else, but apparently the task, they can win letters from home and other stuff. And I'm hoping they're going to send Sarah's boyfriend in. I hope that's going to be one of the twists. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? And Chad to even do that when she's got a boyfriend from the outside. See, when I was younger, we had codes. That's just something you wouldn't do, you know. You just wouldn't do that. And there's Poppy chasing that fly. See, I don't need to use that for flies. They get it. Don't you, baby? ASMR from New Zealand. I hope they do that as well. I hope it'd be good. How is it in New Zealand? Two lovely friends in New Zealand. One of them is ASMR Duck. She's just beautiful. She comes from New Zealand. That would be brutal. Oh, Diana, but it would be good viewing, wouldn't it? Sarah would be in the States. She'd be in the diary room, but oh my God, that would be good viewing. I think everybody's hoping for that. It's that blooming fly. Did you see it? I was going from it. I might have to use this fly. Poppy's talking about it. So, there's a few things I want to talk about today, and Big Brother was one. And I've been watching a lot of stuff about the pyramids. They're interested in things like that. And they're actually saying, well, some sites are saying that the pyramids were built by aliens. Hi, Lizzie's workshop. They say that some of the pyramids, or all of the pyramids, were built with aliens. And it would make a lot of sense because they're so huge. And how did man manage to build these amazing pyramids to the millimeter, you know? I'm looking at them now. Some of these sites are just fantastic. Pyramids, they think, were built by aliens. They're saying, what one's that? That's Easter Island. I'm looking at Easter Island. Saxe Human, that's sort of place in Costco. They're saying that could be built by aliens. Nazca lines, it's like drawings. The pyramids, Stonehenge. Teotihuacan. I think that's a place, and that's a place in Mexico, and it's got the steps going up. And at a certain time of the day, or maybe it's once a year or whatever, when the sun's setting or rising, it looks as if there's a snake going up the stairs. They're saying that could be built by aliens. Easter Island. Oh, I'd love to see them. They're also saying the face on Mars, but I don't think so. There's a rock formation on Mars and it looks like a face, but I think that's just like coincidence that looks like a face. Did you see that? It went from my ear. It went from me. Flycatchers, do your job. So I've been reading a lot into this. It's so interesting. And the other day I was watching the documentary on that mummy that they had found, and it wasn't actually in the Valley of the Kings. It was up high. And it was Aries' son, the pharaoh Aries' son. And it was just amazing. So I've started watching more and more. And some of these sites actually say they think that the main Giza was a power plant. Hi, James. Now, you're probably thinking she's crazy, but if you watch it or if you type in Great Pyramid of Giza power plant, you'll see that they're saying that water, there was evidence of water running through the bottom of the pyramid, and it created energy that came up, and beams of light would come out the top of it or whatever. But it was really, really interesting. Anita says, I've seen all of those. It's so interesting. And the more you watch things like that, you're thinking, that makes an awful lot of sense. It makes so much sense, that's what it is, and not just a tomb for a pharaoh, not just because it's huge, it's massive. And the way the River Nile runs, they think the water had come in underneath the pyramid. You need to look at this. It's absolutely fantastic. I've never been to Egypt, but I would love to go there and experience these pyramids. I think it would be an awesome feeling. And all these other ones, Easter Island and everything. I would love to see that. Henge, I haven't seen that, but that looks like a spooky, mystical place, doesn't it? And all these symbols and hieroglyphs and everything like that. And some of I don't know if you've seen this, some of the hieroglyphs inside, I think it's the main, but it looks like a spaceman with a oxygen mask. And they're holding this thing, and it looks like a light bulb. You need to look at this. I've not made this up, but it looks as if the hieroglyphs that are in it looks like people, a cylinder shaped thing like that, and it looks like a light bulb, like power. So, oh my goodness, I've been right into that, and it's been so spooky, and the hairs in the back of my neck, I've been looking at it. Absolutely amazing. How good would it be to have a job like that? Oh my goodness. That and paleontology would be fantastic, digging up dinosaurs would also be amazing. So I'll need to have a look for more things to watch because I'm just fascinated buy it all. And my mum was actually talking about, I think it was in Mexico or something, and they've got birds or something. Hi, Brooklyn. Birds or something like that that are on the land, but you can't see them when you're walking. They're too massive, but you can only see them when you're high up. And these were made before people could fly. So how could they manage to do all that? Hi, Megan, how are you? Thanks very much. So there's a lot of formations on the ground that you can't see unless you're high up in the sky. It's just, and also Rosslyn Chapel. Now I know this for a fact. My dad, this was like before all the Dan Brown hype. My dad actually gave money to, I'm great, Megan, thanks very much. My dad actually gave money to the Rosslyn Chapel kind of foundation thing. And when I first went to Rosslyn Chapel, there was no visitor centre or anything like that. Patty said, if you haven't watched it, there is a YouTube series called BuzzFeed Unsolved Mysteries. It's really good. You'd probably enjoy it. I'll definitely have a look at that, Patty. So my dad took us to Rosslyn Chapel one day, and as I say, it was before, there's a big visitor centre and everything now, but it was before all that was built, so it was just the chapel, and there was a tiny little shop that you went in, but that's all there was. And at the time we went, they were doing some renovation work, so they had scaffolding all the way around Rosslyn Chapel, going all the way up. So we went up on the scaffolding. They allowed us to go up on the scaffolding, and when we were up on the top, the roof of the chapel, there was engravings up there on top of the roof that nobody would ever be able to see. And I remember me and my mum were kind of, oh my goodness, why did they carve that when nobody could see it? It must have been for God or whatever. It was just spooky, and it was all beautiful, beautiful carved. If you haven't seen in Rosslyn Chapel, do a search on it. It's amazing. And the carvings inside, there's Masonic symbols, there's witchcraft symbols, there's Catholic symbols, there's all these different kinds of symbols all over the chapel. Every single bit of it is carved. It's amazing. Megan said, who's your favourite person in the CBB house this season? Well, it was my Trishy Fishy. But since she's left, Sandy, I like Sandy. Sandy to win. As the dogs are going back, somebody's out there with a strimmer. One lie down cookies. See, that's the thing about doing a live feed during the day. Anything can happen in my house. Me too, I'm so sad she left. Trisha Berry. Oh, I love Trish. You know, personally, I think for the minute that she arrived there was some nastiness going on. You know, I would have went out my way to say, oh, tell me about your town and tell me what you do in your channel. I think a lot of them don't realise what YouTube is, and we're all a kind of little community kind of thing, you know. And I think they were looking down on it. I think they were looking down on YouTube. And that's like looking down on all my beautiful subscribers, and I didn't like that. I don't think anybody did. I think we're all a kind of like a wee group, you know, we all stick together and try and get people to subscribe to other channels and everything like that, you know. You know, there's ASMR Machine. If you're not subscribed to him, go and subscribe to him, give him some love. You know, all my subscribers check each other's channels out. That's what it's all about. It's all about sharing the love and And I think they just looked down on the whole YouTube thing and thought she was being silly. And so, but I think she'd done the right thing and left when she did, because I think she was just about cracking up. But since then, Sandy is my favourite. I love Sandy. I think she's beautiful on the inside and the out. And I could sit and listen to her talk all day. All day I could just sit and listen to her talk. Sharing the Linda Betty love. Oh, ASMR machine, you always put a smile on my face. So I'm going to have a look at that, Patty, Unsolved Mysteries, because I love all that kind of stuff. But there's another topic I want to talk about, and I want you to look this up also. But look up the Great Pyramid power plant, right? And they'll show you these symbols that are engraved, and it's like people holding light bulbs, you know, and it's engraved in the pyramids. You know, have a look at that. And there's another thing I'd like you to look at if you haven't, and it's the Crystal Cave in Mexico. Wow. There's this cave in Mexico, and normally it's underground and it's full of water normally. But they did pump all the water out. Crystals are like the size of buildings. These crystals are absolutely, they're bigger than this bungalow. They're absolutely massively huge. I can't even describe how big they are. They're so big. And it's so far down underground in this cave in Mexico that they've got to put cold suits on because it's quite close to the Earth's core. So it's boiling hot. It's absolutely red hot. They need to put oxygen down there for people to breathe and everything. And they're only allowed in the chamber. Yes, that cave is absolutely breathtaking. It's so right, you two, come on. There, I've put one out. We'll see how we go. We just win. Lily Whispers has a series of videos about unsolved murders. They're so interesting. Highly recommend her. I'll definitely check her out also. Mikey, come on. Mikey. There's somebody out trimming their grass and the dogs don't like it. Yeah, baby. So these caves, please have a look at that. The Crystal Caves in Mexico. And there's somebody with a motorbike. This is why I do my videos at 5 in the morning. Do you have any cats? No, I don't have cats. My brother's got a cat. I love cats. Although I've got doggies, I still love them. I can't even say them. I was going to say cats, we call them. But Mr. Mike and Poppy don't like them. She gives her own theories and it's perfect. I'll definitely have a look, Megan. Or is it Lily that told me to look at that? Lily. The Crystal Caves, you're only allowed actually in the cave for like 10 minutes at a time. That's all your body can handle. And the crystals, some of the crystals are razor sharp as well. So they've got to be very, very careful when they go in. And they're all dressed up, it's like a spaceman suit they're in when they go into this crystal cave. But it's like white crystals, they're white. And I can't even explain how amazing they are. You need to look at them. Poppy is nearly 5 and Mr. Mikey's going to be Mr. Mikey's going to be 10 in January. My babies. Still my baby, so. But I love all that stuff. But the crystals, they've actually put the water back into the cave now. So the cave's actually filled up with water again. I don't know. if they're going to drain it again or when, but it's absolutely amazing. Rachel says, hi Linda, who are some of your favourite ASMR artists? Well, my list, see my favourites list is ginormous with ASMR artists. I love my Minx Laura 123, of course. She's a really good friend and I love her videos. I love what's her name? Miss Vintage Tingles. She's a lovely girl, so she is. Oh, I've not even got my playlist here. My mind's went blank. Peggy Whispers and Chaos. I love her. She does like mermaid role plays and things like that, but she's just got such an amazing voice. I'm just going to bring up my playlist because my mind's just went blank. That's because there's that many people that I really like. I'll tell you some of the ones I've got. My computer's running so slow today. Okay. Southern ASMR, I love her. I'll just go through the ASMR. See, I've got my Trishy there. Miss Vintage Tingles. Otters ASMR, she's a new channel. She makes cooking and oh my goodness, I would love to be in her kitchen. Tingles, she's a really good friend as well. She does mukbang. Minx Laura. Bailey also. Bailey, she's lovely. ASMR Tingle by Touch. Kelly Bailey ASMR, she's lovely. How to Sleep Fast, he's a really good friend and he's funny and I just love him. My cousin, she's got a YouTube channel, Ray's Girl 26 vlogger. She doesn't really do ASMR, but she does some great like haul videos. Whispers Latina, she's beautiful. Scottish Murmurs, she's another Scot and she's just beautiful. Bedtime ASMR, the list just goes on and on and on. I've got hundreds. Visual Sounds One, yes, she's a good friend as well. Whispers Latina, she's a good friend and I love her channel. Do you know what my favourite video of Whispers Latina is? Our suit measuring roleplay video. I don't think I've actually managed to get to the end of the videos. I always fall asleep. Oh, thank you, ASMR Machine. I love check ASMR Machine out as well. Such a lovely guy. So I've got loads, and I've got even more than that. That's just me flicking through. I've got loads of friends and Miriam, is that? Sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. Hey Linda, greetings for Kazakhstan. It's so good to see you online. What's it like in Kazakhstan? Wow. You all come from these beautiful exotic places. And I come from Scotland. Although Scotland can be nice when, you know, we get the weather and stuff. But usually we've got rain. Megan, yes, I was going to do like a Halloween measuring video, something along the lines. I've actually got my Halloween costume, believe it or not. Because I'm going to be doing Halloween videos. And I'm dressing up as a fox. And I've got my fox ears, and I've got a tail, and I've got wee gloves that you put on that are like wee fox. So there you go. That's what I'm going to do. And I've got my background sorted because I'm going to use my green screen. And the background that I'm going to have is like in a forest, and you just see the leaves moving. So it's going to be cool. Mikey, no. What are some of your favourite triggers? Mine's are tapping, scratching, wood sounds, and the hand movements. I totally understand the rubbish Scotland wearer. Yes. I love page turning. Love that. I do love tapping. And Miss Vintage Tingles, I love her tapping especially because she doesn't use her nails. She uses her fingers. And I don't know what it is. It just sounds absolutely amazing the way she does it. And I fell asleep to her many, many nights. So I've got a lot of triggers now, a lot of things, and I'm always looking for new things to do. One of the triggers that I hadn't ever seen before, but I remember getting ASMR was, I used to work in the YMCA, and it was like a charity shop, and people would come in and they would go through all the clothes and see just the sound of the coat hangers, and people looking at the clothes and then moving a couple of coat hangers and then looking at that thing and then moving. That I remember just staring at it and thinking, this is amazing. So I've actually done a video, and I'll need to do another one, and I'll do my closet and sorting out the clothes and put the shirts here because it's chaos in there at the moment. Diana said, same here. By the way, foxes are my favourite animal. They're just so impossibly cute. They are so cute. Miriam said, sometimes I try to speak the same accent as you do. Nobody can do it better than Blueberry. You're so absolutely sweet and beautiful. But my mum, the fox update, the fox hasn't been in the garden, because I was talking about this fox. It's been getting into my mum's garden and absolutely ripping the place up. Shiting everywhere. And they bought this machine. I don't even know how much my dad paid for it, but it sends sounds or something, and it's got eyes, and the eyes flick like that. It's to scare foxes off. What's in the cup? It's cola, ice, and lemon. But it's all done. So the fox had been coming in, and the machine didn't really work. So what they've had to do is, my dad had to pee in a bottle, and they had to go around the perimeter of the garden with this pee. But it seems to have worked. The last time I was on, I had asked, does anybody get any tips and ideas? And that's what they'll say you've got to do. But it hasn't been in, so it seems to have worked. The fox, it was as if it was mocking my mum. You know, it was digging in her favourite flower bed. My mum was going out, and there was like a pile of soil like that. And then right on her doorstep, there'd be a shite. As if, that's what I think of you. And my mum's got a wee dog too, a wee Jack Russell. And I'm pretty sure the fox would you know, do some damage. Did you hear that outside? They'll just wait until I start filming, and then let's make a lot of noise. Conspiracy theories, Megan. Astronova, I'm going to be 46 in December. Ah, there's my beautiful friend, Visual Sounds 1. Hello. I love all her cosplay stuff. It's just amazing what she can do. I don't know what I would dress up if you get any ideas what kind of cosplay character I could be. I do love Harley Quinn, but you do Harley Quinn the best. Miriam said, thanks so much. I visited Expo yesterday and feel bad for not having the chance to go there again, but you made me smile. I am in a pretty good mood now. Yeah, well, you've made me smile. You've made me smile. Lou said Scottish accents are amazing. They just sound normal to me. I just sound normal. You all sound as if you are fabulous. Are you a Harry Potter fan at all? I wouldn't say I'm a Harry Potter fan. I've not seen all the Harry Potter films. I think I've seen the first one and it was pretty good. ASMR Machine said, yep, Jen does the best Harley Quinn, doesn't she? It's amazing. Oh, Astronova said, I'll try and send a gift for your birthday from France. Oh, hope you like French culture. I'll try and do a little bit of French. Je m'appelle Linda. J'habite Scotland. Or is that, I forgot now. I know that dogs are chiens. Un grand chien. Or un petit chien. You know, things like that. A pomme. There's some things I can still remember about French language, but not a lot. I would love to learn it all and have a conversation. Hi, Zina. Visual Sound said, oh my God, my connection went all I heard was Harley Quinn, sorry. I said, you're really good at cosplay, and I said, what would you suggest I would be for cosplay? But I'd like to be Harley Quinn, but you're the best Harley Quinn. I could never beat you. Although I have got a fox outfit. I don't know if that would be cosplay though, or just... Rachel says, speaking of Scottish accents, I'm from West Lothian, but go to uni in Aberdeen, and it's really annoying. Fit like a fish. It's funny though that we can tell the different dialects, whether it be from Glasgow or Aberdeen or Edinburgh, but people that aren't in Scotland think they all sound the same. Oh. Would you ever do a collab with Jen? I would love to do a collab with Jen. Jen knows all over her. Sorry, I don't know what that is. It's just people leaving comments. In Estonia, Scotland is Sotima. I'm sorry. I'm terrible. Oh, there's a character from my favourite anime called Madame Red. You'd be fab as her. I would love to be Madame Red. I would love to be that character. I'll need to look her up. But you know who I think about? I think Orange is the New Black when you say Red. And I would love to be her because I love her. I think she's amazing. Who's Sparky? Visual Sound. My two, I've got one out the living room. I've had to close the door, and I've got the other one there because they were causing mayhem about half an hour ago. Sometimes they've got to be split up. One's got to go and time out. So I'd like you to have a wee look at those things I talked about because they're so interesting, and then my next live feed you can tell me what you think of them. And Big Brother, I might have to watch that clip again another 5 or 6 times just to make sure I've seen what I've seen. Just for, you know, live stream purposes, that's all. I love watching Jen making her costumes. I love it. She's so creative. And although I don't, some of the characters I don't know, there's one I do know and she does it fantastic. And it's from Bruce Willis's film. Oh, what's the name of it? Oh, what's the name of the Bruce Willis film? What's the name of the five? It's 5 something. 5's in it. Oh, Jane, help me. You wear the kind of orange outfit. Oh, what's her name? Lilu. Oh, Diana, that's so cute. Lilu, what was the name of the film? Fifth Sense. That's the name of it. And Jen made an outfit like Lilu, and she's just exactly the same. And I love that film. I love Bruce Willis. As I said the last time, I kind of like a guy with a bald head. Bruce Willis is nice in it. But that's a fantastic film, a great cosplay that Jen does. So the crystals, the Crystal Cave, look at that, the Crystal Cave in Mexico, if you do a search. Oh, it's okay, my visual sounds. There's my mum phoning, and she knows I'm doing a live stream. Up on you, Mum. Mum, I'm busy. Bruce Willis. So, yeah, Fifth Element, Lilo, her name was, wasn't it? Oh, she was so gorgeous. And that was brilliant. You made that outfit all yourself, didn't you? So, I better go because my mum's trying to get me. So, the things I'd like you to maybe take a look at that's really interesting is the crystal caves in Mexico. You won't believe these crystals. And also look up the Egyptian pyramid power plant. It's 2:48 p.m. I'll need to be going to get my son from school shortly. And I'll be watching Big Brother to see if there's any more action happening in the bedroom. Everyone loves visual sense in her Harley cosplay. It's because she's just so beautiful in it. She could be in the movie. She could be in the movie. All right, everyone. Well, thanks all for popping in this afternoon and spending some time with me. I love you all, and I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll be back again on Wednesday. I'll see you then. Bye.